It's interesting. It does the black screen, whereas the other ones it was like a boo, like a fog that reset the world. Not sure what to make of that. Cherry, you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. Find it easy to summon other players at these locations. Okay, so that's an ominous sign. Okay, so is this like a wolf den? We in that Liam Neeson movie that I forgotten about? The Gray, which I personally think is a great movie. I remember folks being upset that like they don't show the big battle at the end, but I'm like, really want Liam Neeson fighting like a CGI wolf? Is that something that we want? That's something that as a society we are prepared to even comprehend? Whoa, dear. Uh-oh. What am I stuck on? Another wolf. Okay, that was a bit of panic there. Okay, that's a big wolf. Run, run, run. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Thing is, we have no armor, so I definitely have concerns about what can kill us in one hit, what can kill us in two. You know, that's sort of a problem that you have when you choose the worst starting class in the game. Maybe that's what I bring to the table that no one else would. The stupidity of starting as a wretch and then putting it on YouTube. Deeper in a cave usually means worse things await, so let's try our best to clear out this area. Hey, a cracked pot. What do you know? Fuck. Hang on. No! No! How dare you? Ha! You and your poor AI pathing can get screwed. Jumping attack seems quite nice in this game. I like it. A golden rune. Hmm. Where are you, golden rune? Where are you, golden rune? Oh. Perfect. Used to gain a small number of runes. Okay. Provided a Finger Maiden. Ugh. Sounds filthy. Okay. Then good luck. Okay, so anything we can craft might help. Some butterflies. Yeah, let's do that. Just a little something something to help us out. Our ace in the hole. A bone dart. Oh dear, what the hell are you? Now, what are you? Oh! You're tenacious, I see. Have significantly more health than the guy in the starting area, I must say. Oh, that did. Just made me pause. Ooh, that did some damage. Ouch! Oh no. I've been playing Horizon 2 and you press down to use a consumable there. That's gonna be tough. Shoot. Oh dear. Almost fucked that up. So that long combo of his provides an opening. That's good to know. Follows up the thrust with another attack. Oh, shoot. Didn't think he could get me. Clearly. This could be close. Oh, no. Okay, last flask. Come on, Beastman. We got him. You defeated. You get a Flame Drake Talisman, which is either a crafting item or a shield. Oh, wait a minute. Best look around, right? Who knows what we got? Try Fingers, Butt Maiden. Okay. I've only been recording for an hour. I'm already getting punchy. Hey, we beat a boss. 2 bosses, technically. I am satisfied with that. I don't see any items here. Liar ahead. Let's leave a message for our comrades. Our comrades in battle. What do we want to say? I would like to just say well done. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Like, what's the difference there? I guess that. I did it. Double exclamation point. There we go. The worst message of all time. You did it. Group passwords. Oh, interesting. I have no friends. Hang on. Do we still have no... Okay, we better go back and rest here. Rain's kinda, sort of doing a thingy-majiggy with the with the performance there, but maybe not so much. Tell you what we really need. We need to start leveling up. 2,000 souls. Runes, right? That's a lot. That seems like a lot for where we're at right now. I heard music, but I think we got away with that. More runey fragments. Runey Mara fragments. See, there's some more of that humor that you can come to expect watching me. He didn't even drop anything. Killed that horrific boar for no reason. And well, you're getting all the Runey Mara fragments, though. That's good. Hoping you get some Kate Mara fragments too. Don't want the sister to miss out. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want to fight that. Not particularly. You didn't see anything. Get away. You just keep doing the same exact route you're doing. It seems like fun, going back and forth like that. Maybe it's exercise. Guy on horseback there. So someone like jumping on that? Okay. Okay, so that one's fairly straightforward. Group ahead. Oh ho ho. Cutscene.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Oh, I like her hair a lot.
I offer you an accord.
And her commitment to that tattoo.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve
Not since
the
last
two
Tuesday.
fingers, offering guidance
The 2 fingers.
and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Yeah, we took shit for that earlier.
I can play the role of maiden.
Valentine's Day was 2 weeks ago. You didn't have to remind me.
To aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Yeah, I'm maidenless, right?
Settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
We're getting married? We only just met. Take me to dinner first, will you? Okay, so that's how we summon the horse.
Great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
You have 2 lovers now? Finger Maiden and a horse? Where do you think we're from? Enumclaw, Washington? Now, if you don't get that reference, look up Mr. Hands. But fair warning on that. Okay. Hey, we can level up.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with
Oh, the sparks are flying.
me. Your thoughts, your ambitions.
Okay, so
The
it's like we could...
principles you would follow.
Message was appraised. Hey! Fortunately, as well, we got full health. At the bonfire, so completely useless. But whoever did that, thank you. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go vigor. Okay, we can level up. Let's level up vigor twice. Health is good. Let's go dexterity. I think that's solid. Sort chest. Sorting chest. Place items that you're carrying in the chest or storage, or take items out of the chest. You're already carrying the maximum. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Basic inventory stuff. She's vanished. Okay. Do I have to equip that? Ah, here we go. We can equip that stuff, and then you hold down Y. Okay, that's that's always the indication when developers have ran out of buttons on a controller, right? When you have to hold down a button to unlock options on another different button. Oh, there we go. Switch. Okay. Steed whistle. Nice. And the double jump. Yeah, gotta love it. I say this with a zero sarcasm. I do think a horse double jumping is like my favorite thing in any game ever. I only just use it now, but just seeing it, you know, amazing. Nice, we can send people to horny jail even on a horse here. Horse horny jail. Okay, it's a little bit finicky trying to figure this out. Okay, what are we trying to do here? just absolute chaos now. One down. This looks chaotic to you. Imagine trying to play it. Okay, why are you focusing on him? Wow, you're a sneaky one. Oh, I did not know this. Vanquishing enemy groups replenishes your flasks. Number of enemy types of flasks depends on the group. You cannot replenish more than your maximum. No shit, Sherlock. Right. I mean, as fun as this horse is, I don't think he's going to be helpful in this little town here. How do I get off? How do I get off? I mean, you shouldn't say that on a date, probably. How do I get off? I can't get off. What is happening? Oh my goodness. I've pressed every button, haven't I? Okay. Do we really have to do the same command to summon to get him off? I mean, if you say so, game. That can't be right. There's got to be something I'm missing there. There's gotta be. Sneak up on this pikeman here. Bonk, 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 bonk. Sentence, a lifetime in horny jail. Ooh, a flail. Kind of like the sound of that. What are the odds we can't use it? Extremely high. 18 dexterity, huh? That's a bummer, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, I think. Okay, that fellow seems like the head honcho of this bustling entertainment industry here. Do you think you can touch this? I've sent dozens of your comrades to horny jail with the bonk, and I'll send dozens more. Should we fight him now? Let's do it. Oh, he turned around. He could sense us coming. He could sense trouble. He could sense tribbles too. Oh, that dog whimpered. I don't like that. Uh-oh. This guy might have my number. Someone immune to horny jail? Impossible. I assume enemies have a harder time seeing you at night. Though, I don't really have a harder time seeing anyone at night in this game, that is. That looks scary. Like that tree wants to eat me. Yum, 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 yum. If you weren't behind this walls, you'd be mine. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. We'll strategically continue to avoid, but surely the hardest enemy in this area. Nope, don't want to fight them again. It's a lot of dudes here. These many dudes in any situation, scary. Be it the land of the tarnished, the big fuck off gold tree, or a nightclub. Okay. We got that. Not gonna hit that until I kill everything here. Oh, big whiff. Big whiff. Uh-oh. Shield blocks the bonk. That's not good. Oh, dear. I can already tell people with spears are gonna be very troublesome for me. Ooh. Did we just get some clothes? Willing to put some clothes on. Hang on. Okay, so light load. It's very nice of them to say light load there. But look at this. We're moving up in the world. Rags to riches, baby. Lord Sworn's great sword. Our strength is still at 10, so unlikely we can use it. But this might be worth considering. If we use both hands, does it? No. At least it doesn't look like it. But it doesn't have a different animation to show you like flailing about like an idiot. But gotta keep the club, it looks like. That boy's in a hurry. Nice, a map. Did it also say we got a key? Did I read that right? Ooh. No. Oh, it's just a key item, I see. You know what? Fair. You want to use a key as the icon for key items? Not going to stop you. A keyblade. Yep, took him out just like Darth Vader in the the best Star Wars movie. I think we can all agree. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, that's surely better. Though, I did not check to see if it had... You can't. This menu. That's a bit silly. Well-crafted straight sword, illustrious design, though blackened and damaged by years of use, appears to be otherwise kept in serviceable condition. Despite the soldiers having long since lost their minds. Hey, doesn't mean you can't have, you know, good hygiene. So the skill is square off. Skill starts with a sword held level. Follow up with a normal attack to slash upward to an enemy's guard, or a strong attack to form a running thrust. Interesting. Ah. So the... Gotcha. So that breaks guard? And that sends them in the air? I don't know. Just aggro that. Oh, he has a horn? I chose the worst enemy to do that on. That was a poor decision on my part. how'd you know? How'd you know? How did you know? See, they don't see me now. Maybe we can chalk that up to nighttime. Ooh, and now rain. Ooh. Oh. 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 Ah. So that's the butterflies that can make fire bombs for us. Okay. I messed that up. Something fierce. He's got good poise, too. This could be a problem. Backstab? Damn. Damn. I think backstab is the way. We're out of healing. Not good. Where's the damn thing that where's the bonfire? There it is. Fortunately, we have to do this. Which is going to reset our progress in this area, but sometimes that's just the way it is with all Darky Soulsy. I'm going to fight this guy first, though. Probably should have done that from the very start. Since he's the one most likely to kick my ass. What was that? Can you not backstab two-handed? There we go. Okay, that's the business right there. That's how you get this done. Uh-oh. That was a nice try. Well, wasn't the cleanest victory ever. Fortunately, it's from one guy with a spear and shield to another guy with a spear and shield. He's a bit more weak to being pegged, though, so that's good. Where is that hole in the ground? There it is. Damn. Are they coming after me? No. Whoa, secret. A whetstone knife. You can use ashes of war to grant your ornament new skills at sites of grace. Oh. Any skill previously had to be removed. Interesting. So you can really customize your equipment here. Well, okay. Determines what skill it can have. I was, for the moment, with a whetstone knife, you can use ashes of war to grant affinities to your armament sites of grace. This way, you can alter an ornament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. An ornament, Blah, blah. Okay. We got a whetstone knife. How awesome. Kind of think the only other thing would be to just kill everybody here to get some more flasks, but not sure I'm totally feeling that. Oh yeah, kind of liking this sword, not gonna lie. Was not expecting him to get a little shit hit with his torch though. But okay, so this is what I was talking about with the Wretch, right? Like, with a lot of other classes, you would find this stuff, and it probably wouldn't matter. In fact, it'd probably be worse than what you had at the start. But because we decided on the difficult path, we are so happy for every little piece of junk we get. Now, this looks thrilling. Hi. Glad they brought back leveling up anywhere, too. Like, that was such a great thing in Dark Souls 1, and then they stopped doing it. Let's pump up Dex. Because I want to see what that flail business is all about. Okay, well that handsome gentleman is clearly going to try and pull a Mario on us. Ow! That was not very fair. I was trying to make an amusing gag about this guy doing precisely that. Oh! Okay, well, if we die, it's fine, right? It's fine. I wonder how much damage we do to him. Oh, follow-up attack. Okay, this is not good. You can see, I think Glock-on might be a little bit of a problem here. Guy's tummy reminds me of the heads and faces of the giants in Dark Souls 2. One thing I didn't bother to look at is weapon durability here. I don't see a health bar on the weapon there, so that's fine. Oh no. You know, I think it's illegal for you to have a weapon so much bigger than me. And when you can do stuff like that, and like that. Oh my goodness. You considered anger management, good sir? Again, have you considered anger management? By that, I mean the Jack Nicholson, Adam Sandler vehicle called anger management. That's not good. whittling away. It's just he he keeps pulling out something new and mean. Oh, no. Well, this just suddenly became a terrible idea because of that guy. Uh-oh. What a dick with his burp. Right. I think what we're gonna do... How did it say we could travel? Ashes of War. Oh, yeah. This. Not too interested in doing that yet, but... can talk to our Finger Maiden, I suppose.
This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Earth Tree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Also, I hear you can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through the burden.
Can't see him. I can see him. Okay, Church of Ella was where I was at. We're gonna upgrade this sword once, because the amount of damage. Whoa!
May I have a word?
You are quite creepy, so hold that thought. What? I only have 65. What happened to all my garbage?
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna.
Oh.
I'd heard tell of a
Oh, you've got
tarnished
4
angel
hands.
about to top a spectral steed. And upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
I never
As I
lie,
had hoped,
ever.
I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
Spirit calling bell. Lone wolf
To the
ashes.
bell of calling forth spirits, summon them with it. From ash and return to the Earth Tree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As the uncalled battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
So, okay, so it's like short-lived summons. Typically consume, you can only summon 1 spirit at a time. You cannot summon during multiplayer. Interesting. I'm, like with summoning, I'm probably going to avoid doing that as much as I can. Again, if you like to do that, you know, more power to you. You're smarter than I am. But
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the 2 fingers?
oh. What a peculiar NPC. She is like... it looked like she had 4 hands, a ghost second face. Alright, how much did it say we needed? 300? Oh. Dog? Oh. Poor donkey thing, I want to say. Not dog. What if we say... hang on here. Use template. You probably see where I'm going with this. Yeah. That's not a dog. Okay, so it said we needed what? 250? Okay. So that too far away. Okay, it was just a, I don't know what you call those things. Some sort of bat type of enemy. Okay, there's got to be a button here that gets him off of this horse. Oops. Just wasted all those. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you have to do that, right? If it's just like 2 buttons you have to press to do so, then I'm gonna look a right fool. Yeah. So, I know in the inventory it has these, so maybe I should look at this. You just pressed down? Did I not do that? Did I not do that? Oh my goodness. Sucks. Oh wait, we don't have to go here to fast travel. That's right. I guess Stormgate. I guess it makes sense if crouching is there. You know, you're probably not going to crouch and stealth while on horseback. Sorry, horsey, but humans only allowed to do that. Come on, you want to do it? Get him! Yeah. Pegged. So that's something to keep in mind, my friends. If you find yourself in front of a man with a spear and a shield, just give him an old peg. Peg it up. Peggy heal it up. Gonna have to dodge that. Is he gonna keep firing for a while? Shit. Come on. Did that bow guy get me again? Oh dear. Okay, somehow he's still hitting me. This is not optimal. Haha! Oh, it's nice that we can do that. In other games, you had to, like... You could not. Okay, so... Maybe we can get around here. Take care of that guy. Run back. Take care of the guy with the spear. Peg him. Peggy heal him. Hello! Oh no. This is real sketch. Surprise! Shit! Why didn't that work? Why didn't it work? Okay. 69 damage. Nice. Okay, not the end of the world. Kind of know that the issue is going to be when he pulls out that sword, though. Isn't that the issue with, Never mind. Just get him in the taint. Ow. Gosh. Shockwave business is no joke. Tell you one thing, I hope this guy is one of those does not respawn enemies. Okay. Whew. That was not too bad. He says, even though it took 5 attempts? Alright, we can be a bit more carefree now. This synchronicity you guys are doing here, though, that needs to stop. Gosh. It's so mean. It's so funny to me, the slight, like, tracking that regular-ass arrows have from enemies in this game. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. Okay, firing squad dealt with. Now you. And you? What are you? Okay. A slow, strong attack against a fast enemy. Terrible idea. Can you believe it? Ooh, just what I always wanted, a lump of flesh. This game acting like I'm already not a lump of flesh. A rustic feast. So, we're gonna eat that gross thing that has very long hairs, it seemed like. Okay, you're the wretch, not me. It's probably the exact same thing we have, right? Ooh. See that? We got the flasks back. That's awesome. Back with more flasks. More than ever. Fuck your fire. I'm 50-50 on whether a boulder is going to come down this way and just totally obliterate me. Oh, I knew there was something to it. What was the point of that ambush if he's going to alert them and have everyone come out? Wouldn't it make more sense to do so when in a more strategic manner? Got more unison action here. Don't like it. Not a fan. Puts me on edge. That felt a little lucky. I didn't take a hit there. Simples. That's funny. I didn't really mention any of my former Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro and blah, 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 blah experiences. Other than just being like, oh yeah, this thing from this game reminded me of X from the same developers. But it's, obviously I love them. They're great, you know. And I say that even about Dark Souls 2, which is my least favorite one, but it's still a good time. I think the way I talk about it to other people is I go like, it's the worst game that I've put over 200 hours. so obviously I like it. What do we pick up? A gold, what's it? Oh, that's what we picked up. Cool. Kind of want to roll this way briefly. Ooh. It seems like we're kind of on the quote-unquote main path, if such a thing even exists. But hey, so far I'm really digging the vibe of this game. The open world aspect. Being able to like go like, oh yeah, I want to go there. And something cool might be there. Like some fucking insane rams. Roid rams. Was not expecting that to happen. Okay, so what is this? I hear like a faint little tinkle. Okay. Those ones are alive. They're all alive. What the hell are they? They drop ruin fragments. Doesn't answer my question. They're creepy. They're like sphere worms. I was trying to think that they're making me think of a tapeworm. I'm just like, oh, what are the bits in there? They're not tapey. It's speary. Okay. Time to see what the hell this is. Actually, we're gonna kill these statues before we do that, because something about this doesn't seem right. Something about this scares me. It's weird. We get like the animation and the sound effect for like a critical blow, but I'm not sure what we would hit that would cause a critical blow here. Guess it's just a stagger. Even if an enemy doesn't have a critical blow, you can land on them. Who wants some more, huh? Hang on a minute. Teardrop scarabs. Oh, well. I first thought there was dung beetle, so that's an improvement. What am I saying? It's dung beetle, considering that dude in the intro, where you might have heard me kind of giggle at the name of him. Beat them to replenish lasts that master type. Oh, okay. Was he a typo? Can't tell. Oh, man. I want to go there now. We're going to go here, but this makes me nervous. Fingers crossed. Enter ever goal. Man. I think we're going to... Okay, so it is... It's an icon on the map. An icon. Yeah. We'll make a note of that. Because it's... the notion of getting teleported somewhere, which that looks like, is scary. And we'll come back to that later. I kind of... It feels like I'm being rather timid. It's because I am. Uh-oh. Did we make the worst choice? He's got some health. No, he seems alright. Well, now he did that. Nope. Comrades, have you told me anything helpful? First off, ambush, then treasure chest. Nice. Funny, if I didn't read that second one, I would have assumed the ambush happened already. Maybe it did? No. He's got a great sword, or a claymore. I think it's probably a great sword, though. Okay. Please be a shield. Don't know what that is, but it's not a shield. It's a talisman. Oh. Okay, effective range of bows. Probably not too helpful. I'll mainly be using bows, bolts, etc., for kiting enemies. Kiting is a official term that true video game players of skill use. It's where you... never mind. I was thinking, how long do I want to go on with that bit? Is it worth the time and effort? Probably not. Oh. Countered my jump attack with their own jump attack. Yeah. If it seems like I'm hesitant to go the main way, it's mainly because, one, I'm expecting a boss. Two, it'll probably be harder than anything we fought so far. And three, I still don't have a shield. So for that reason, it'll be murder of puppy dogs for some time now. How did you see me? You were light years away. Let me try something here. 264, so that's a solid amount of damage. Probably should have used that on that giant back there. Well, that wolf figured out how to get off much faster than I did. Two giants over there. What is that? Is that a big bundle of snake with eggs? Alright. It's real gross. We can roll through here fine. Run through here fine. Oh! I thought that was all one thing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't like it. It's got a beak. God, this game is fucking cool. Already. Oh dear. Okay, that's... yeah. That's too much health. Too much health. Did you hear me? I said too much health. Go back to your children. Okay. It can't navigate the tree, so we're good.